experience, and it's a great sport, and America loves it. And there are a lot of kids that look up to the people that engage, and to Mr. Butkus and the others that have gone through a lot of pain in playing the roughest, one of the roughest sports around. The public enjoys it, but we've got to send the right message to the youth. So, Mr. Chairman, the Ranking Member Cummings, and to the 5 members who are testifying here today, I appreciate your passion and your willingness to testify on this issue, the importance of this issue, that we as the country make sure that our youth in particular and others don't go down the wrong direction. I do want to make sure, though, that we inform the public of the distinction between the synthetic recombinant human growth hormone injections that artificially raise growth hormone levels and keep them unnaturally elevated for periods of long time, versus perhaps a dietary supplement that provides nutritional support to the pituitary to produce optimum youthful levels of natural HGH release that flows in the body's natural rhythms. And I think the testimony here today does reflect in part the difference and the distinction between the synthetic recombinant human growth hormones and maybe some of the other more natural levels of HGH. In fact, I'd ask unanimous consent. There's a company that's in my state of Utah that wants to make sure that we're distinguishing the differences, and I ask unanimous consent to insert into the record their
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you. Dr. Bowers, two things. One is, in your testimony, you said that an additional population study is needed. My understanding is that the Players Association and the NFL have agreed to do this population study, so I don't think that that is necessarily applicable. My other part of it is a question. The tests that you're performing, have those been peer-reviewed? By who have they been peer-reviewed, and how were they peer-reviewed?
So peer review takes a number of forms. One of the ways can be publication, and I mentioned that the test, there have been 4 publications about this test that are in the literature. That's one form of peer review. Another form of peer review is to get a group of scientific experts together around the table, present data, have them talk about it, and then go forward with their recommendations. And that also has been done with growth hormone over the last, like I said, since 1999 we started.
But specific to the test that you're doing?
Yes, all of those things have happened specific to the test that I've talked about.
And have you given all of that to the NFL and to the Players Association? Do they have access to that, all of it?
Yes, they do.
But my understanding is that perhaps they don't. And so just as a point of clarification for the record, my understanding is you'll provide all of that information that we just talked about to both the Players Association and to the NFL.
We offered, USADA offered to go to talk with the player representatives and show them all the data that USADA has, asked her any questions that they have, and they never took us up on it.
And is there anything that you wouldn't show them?
That I have accessible?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. All right. I thank you all. Again, I appreciate this. I think it's an important topic, and I hope that they continue to execute. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Would the gentleman yield?
Sure, sure.